Man United chief gives fans Frenkie de Jong transfer update in leaked video. Manchester United CEO Richard Arnold met with a number of the club's disgruntled fans on Saturday in an attempt to allay their growing discontentment following a slow start to the transfer window. The Red Devils appointed Erik ten Hag as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's replacement last month, having dispensed with Ralf Rangnick, who was slated to fill a consultancy role upon the completion of his interim reign. Ten Hag is said to have submitted his list of primary transfer candidates during his interview for the job, but is already reported to have aired his frustration with a move for Frenkie de Jong, in particular, dragging on. Fans ached as de Jong done Richard Arnold. Pic.twitter.com WH5NJQB63B. The 52-year-old has also been rejected by Jurrien Timber, who wants to remain at Ajax, where he has the guarantee of regular first-team football ahead of an imminent World Cup, while United were reluctant to involve themselves in a bidding war for Liverpool's new record signing Darwin Núñez. A small number of supporters were ready to stage a peaceful protest outside the home of Arnold, who recently replaced the hugely unpopular Ed Woodward. The 51-year-old diffused a potentially combustible situation by instead agreeing to meet a clutch of fans in a local pub, where they discussed at length the club's owners, the right to continue protesting against the Glazer family at Old Trafford, potential transfer targets, and what level of funds had been made available to the new manager. United have already seen one bid rejected for de Jong, but are hopeful a new improved bid closer to Barcelona's €70 million valuation will convince them to sell amid their own precarious financial situation. As a club, we're doing everything possible to get the deal, done, Arnold was heard saying in footage that was leaked on Twitter. I've been up for days trying to get it done, the money is there, but there's things standing in our way which I can't say. Arnold was subsequently critical of the scattergun transfer policy, which has seen United burn through over £1 billion on new playing talent since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement approaching a decade ago. Arnold was filmed saying, "We have spent £1 billion on players, more than anyone in Europe. I am not thrilled with where we are, and it does not sit easily on whether we can get sorted for the future. But what happened is we effing burned through cash. You can't go to our training ground and ask where the £1 billion is, because I don't think we have done well with the money we have spent historically. I'm not here to defend Joel Glazer, he can only speak for himself. I want to talk you have come here to make your views known, and I respect that. We have blown through an enormous amount of money for this summer, the money that the manager and the director of football wants is there. For the future, for investing in a new stadium and that sort of stuff, to get a £250 million training ground we have got to do something. We have got to get investors in." Manchester United confident improved bid for Frenkie de Jong will tempt Barcelona to sell Ajax. Respond to Arsenal's opening bid for key Erik ten Hag transfer target. Man United hero fires, warning to Erik ten Hag over Frenkie de Jong transfer. "I need investors to do what I want to do with the club. No stadium can be built by any club without that. You either borrow the money or get investors. The money has got to come from somewhere. You may not like our current owners, I cannot help that, but if you want someone else to come in they have to look and say okay, the fans love the club and love the team. Last year was a nightmare, it was a f***ing nightmare. I was hating every game. There were the protests." Adding on the club's transfer this summer, Arnold said, "Money is not a consideration in who we want. It is if the manager wants him and if he has done his homework on the player. It is £100 million or £200 million? Do you want me buying the players? Does that not ring a bell?" More, Manchester United consider signing relegated goalkeeper to replace outgoing Dean Henderson. More, Christian Eriksen makes Manchester United transfer decision after receiving contract offer. For more stories like this, check our sport page. Follow Metro Sport for the latest news on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.